bit that got me, and I'm still offended to this day by it, you calling me ugly. I haven't forgot, okay? It will end with blood. But watch your back, Artie. I know where you live. You don't know when. I might be there now. You don't know. Hello, I'm Dingle, and I'm a man.
SD, are you shaking it all about? Are you doing the hokey and turning around?
Because that's what it's all about.
Also, happy holidays for those of you that do Christmas.
No, if you don't do Christmas, then stop listening to the podcast, please. Thank you.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yo, what is going on? The ThaStr8UpBustas. This is episode 36, season 3. This is the season 3 finale, depending on where you're from. SD, Gem, Dingle, R-Techz. All 4 of us are here. We are ready and raring to go over what we spoke about this season. Some fun stuff, some serious stuff, and some gaming stuff. Everything in between, really. I think it's been productive, and we've come a damn long way. That's all I got to say on that. Why don't we go around the table, and we'll see what everyone's about. We'll start with you, Mr. Dingle.
Hello, I'm Dingle, and I'm a man. I have a YouTube channel which I'm not really posting much at the moment, but I've got a set of recordings to upload on it. So go check that out. There's Gem, there's me, there's tiny bit of SD on there, and there's a lot of R-Techz. You can't get rid of him. He's like a rash. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff over there. Go check that out. It's Dingle Games. And yeah, that's me.
Gem?
Hey, I'm Gem. I'm just some guy who does the straight up Warlords, and we're working on the other thing that I'm going to do. I've got a lot of the stuff ready for it, but I just need everyone else to be ready for it now. Still waiting for word from Warhammer World to see whether I'm allowed to use the photos that I take.
Cool. So yeah, I'm SD. I have a YouTube channel, SureDiesAlot. I post shorts. I post what I think is funny. Share my experiences. They usually gets uploaded maybe once every 2 weeks, depending on how much time I've got. I also handle the Twitter page, which I haven't tonight because that's from me.
Right, well, I'll do what we always do in these last final episodes of the season, and I'll hand it over to Gem. Take it away, my boy.
So I have made a list of all the things that we talked about this season. Now, those clips were from all 3 seasons this year, but we are just going to talk about season 3 right now because it's a pain in the ass to do all of it now. Episode 1 was just us announcing what we were going to be doing this season, and can we say that we have succeeded in completing all of the things that we announced?
We have, haven't we? We have. I believe we have.
We haven't had an episode of Warlords since then. So I haven't.
What are you doing?
Mind you, Dingle Games just died down a bit as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I need to put out way more music. I've been getting the gigs, but that's only half the jobby. So
yeah. Well, new year, new goals, new games.
The hilarious thing is, the person who's probably been most productive as far as content goes is SD.
Yeah.
SD has been, holding the fort for us. So episode 2, we did a gaming episode. I talked about Armored Core 6. Dingle talked about anticipation for Mortal Kombat 1.
Mm-hmm.
Which we have already done the recap for because we did that in the second gaming episode. But
I think we all still stand where we stood all those months ago. As far as that goes.
No, MK1. I take back everything I said. It's an amazing game, and I'm enjoying it. And I've not been paid to say this. It's actually a really good game once you get into it, and things change. Move on with the times. I really enjoyed it in the end. But yeah, I take back everything I said about Mortal Kombat 1. I love it.
In this episode, you were very positive about it because it hadn't come out yet.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is my relapse. So yeah, it's a very good game. Go try it out.
I know it needs to get.
Armored Core.
We're not
I
sponsored by Armored Core.
did play quite a bit of it after the episode, but then I haven't played it for a while, and I still haven't completed it.
One night last night.
Boo!
And I think as R-Techz just said, we are all still in probably the same camps as we were when we were talking about stories and games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
And
They've done Tribe Leader and everything.
I'm sure that ST didn't look at any of the stuff that we did in that episode, so we can't get his opinion on Armored Core or anything.
This is true.
He's also very busy at the moment looking after his child, so I'm not expecting a response to him either.
Mm-hmm. We're not sponsored by SD's Offspring.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by SD's Offspring, and we're not sponsored by Armored Core or NetherRealm Studios.
Yeah.
Episode 3 was on what? What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing apparently.
Mm.
Well, actually, it's good for the economy, but you know, it's only good for the economy in neighbouring countries.
Yeah, so every upside.
I'm not really sure where it's gone. I haven't kept up to date with the news of anything to do with that side of things. So.
Well, I keep seeing Vladimir. Well, I don't keep seeing. He's not down my road. I keep seeing like TikToks of him and people saying respect to him and all this stuff, and it's like, wait, what? And yeah, like there's like videos of him like doing something nice, and it has the Ukraine president doing something bad, and it says respect Vladimir, blah blah blah, and you got a load of comments on it like going, I love this dictator, he's brilliant, we all need people a president like that, and just thinking, what the fuck is going on here? Didn't he just want to murder everyone? Now he's like great again.
He told NATO not to go and try and recruit Ukraine. NATO tried to recruit Ukraine, and so he invaded Ukraine. And then he thought it was going to be over in like a week, and it is still ongoing. But we haven't heard anything from it in a long time because Israel has happened since then, and B, it's no longer a popular war.
That's right.
That's true. Yeah. What is there anything on the Israel one at the moment?
Israel, people keep asking for a ceasefire, and then the people who don't want a ceasefire call those people anti-Semites. So, people who want to reduce death are anti-Semites now. That's about as far as I've cared to look into it. I genuinely do not care about Israel. I have problems with the Israeli government and Israeli military.
Israelites.
I don't have problems with Israelites themselves, nor Jews, but I have problems with any government and military that are willing to bomb hospitals.
Yeah, joke.
And residential areas.
That's against the bloody rules of law, as far as I know.
Yeah.
The only person that can do it was the Joker, right? And he was cool when he did it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it's not real, so
Don't take that away from me.
Maybe.
Moving on to episode 4, we talked about music. R-Techz still makes music.
I know. I know.
I
was glad I didn't come to that gig.
I watched you live, R-Techz, and it was a good time.
You're here for a good time, not a long time, Gem.
Always.
I would have loved to have gone to that. I mean, I had the ticket and everything, but I had that. I fell over, and yeah.
An accident. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. But yeah, I was gutted, but it did look like a good night, and I was there in spirit. Literally, I was in the vodka spirit.
No, it was a great night, actually.
That's why it was a bit milky.
Hint of dingle in it. Yeah, R-Techz still does music.
I'm sitting
I
on
don't.
I've got quite a few things recorded, but it's just written down. It's just recording them and then getting them out on the streaming platforms. So there'll be more to come. Keep your ears and eyes peeled for that.
Yeah, check them out on Spotify if you ain't.
There's a EP coming out of me and excuse me, R-Techz and Y-Die, which is DJ and MC duo, and 4 tracks for them, but that won't be till it'll be at least a couple months, I'd say, till we get that fully finished, and that's about it. I'll be posting it on Spotify. It's the one my go-to, what I listen to anyway. So that's the one that I focus on, but it will be going everywhere.
Nice.
And that's about it. In fact, the only place I think it doesn't go is Snapchat. That's because they've got different rules on music and that. So
Wide Eye, Narrow Mouth. Check that out.
Amen.
Is there anything else we wanted to talk about with the music stuff? Because I think we did talk about taste in music, and I don't think they've changed.
No, I'm still into rock and roll. Broken Benjamin. Yeah, I still like music.
Yeah, same.
Never change.
Here's a question: how long have you guys lasted without hearing a Wham song this Christmas?
Oh God!
Like
I've made it so far.
Yeah, it's
this Christmas period. I have not listened to Wham once. Mostly because every time I drive in my car, I listen to audiobooks rather than the radio.
Oh, I've heard it plenty of times. It's everywhere. Can't get away.
You've lost Whamageddon. Episode 5 was our second gaming episode, where Dingle talked about Mortal Kombat again. R-Techz talked about Scars Below. I talked about a very old game called Second Sight, and SD talked about building PCs.
Yeah.
I really spoke about Mortal Kombat again. Oh my God!
Well, PC looks fucking awesome now.
I could have talked about God of War Ragnarok.
There we go. Oh, you guys went completely silent for the past 2 minutes.
Yeah, like I said before, Mortal Kombat's great. Go check it out. This is my recovery from it now. I've done my relapse. Go check it out. It's good. That's all I can say.
R-Techz, you've got any further thoughts on Scars Below?
Wounds Below.
Scars Above, yeah.
Scars Above. Lost
I'm going to be completely honest. I
like it to us.
I actually haven't gone back to it, believe it or not. So unfortunately, I have nothing to say on it. I've been spending too much time on anything else. I'll tell you one thing. Talking about gaming, if you have not checked this specific game out, you guys have probably heard of it, Lethal Company. Then you need to try it out. If you enjoy indie horror co-op games, then you will adore this. It's great fun. Yeah.
Speaking of games people should check out, Rogue Trader.
Rogue Trader.
Yeah. It's okay. I can tell you now SD's not gonna like it because of 2 words I'm about to say. It's turn-based.
Turn-based.
It's a RPG in the same sort of style as the original Fallout games, except it's not it kind of is isometric, but you can turn the screen around.
Ooh.
It takes place in the Warhammer 40k universe, and you are the scion of a rogue trader. And you become the rogue trader. And basically, you have a trade empire that you need to look after, whilst also trying not to get killed by the Inquisition.
Now that sounds like my type of night.
I do actually recommend it. I've been playing a lot of it, and it's really good.
Oh, you've actually. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, an indie or.
Your mum was a turkey. She likes to gobble macaque.
Sorry.
That is not related to anything, but okay.
Yeah.
It's made by Owlcat, so I don't know whether they might be indie. I'm not sure.
The one that did Lethal Company is a singular developer, and also SD might get on with him because he's a furry.
That is a transgendered black woman, so you'll love him.
I don't think there's that, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Owlcat made the Pathfinder games, and they've only got 3 games under their under their belts. They're not exactly a AAA thing, but I don't think they're quite indie either yet.
Yeah,
they've sort of come out of indie, and now they're
Hispanic.
Because the last 2 games were very popular because they're the Pathfinder games, and then Rogue Trader, which Rogue Trader obviously popular because it's Warhammer 40,000.
Yeah, that's fair.
Again, very good game. Definitely recommend it.
And don't forget Space Marine 2 is coming out. We know you've been hyped for that, baby.
Yeah, it's 2025 now. It's coming out, I think.
Oh, but yes.
I'm a little bit salty, but at the same time, I've seen the screenshot of the Hellbrute, and they kind of let the cat out of the bag by revealing that Chaos is indeed going to be in it. But it just makes things that much sweeter knowing that I know what a Hellbrute is, and I know that is going to absolutely fry someone's brain when they decide, oh, that's a really cool thing to fight. I wonder what that's all about. And then they go and look at the rule, at the lore of it, and they go, oh, shit.
I mean, we're going to have to take your word for it, Jam. We have no idea what you're talking about.
So, I'll let you take my word for it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's me.
As for my topic of Second Sight, once again, I played a bit more of it after we talked about it. I'm actually really close to the end of the game, and then I just stopped playing again.
Oh, why?
Something else just caught my eye, and I just started doing that instead.
Partly because it has aged very well.
Probably, yeah. There was this one mission I was really stuck on, and looking at the guides just weren't really helping me with it. Like they were saying, "Oh yeah, do this," and then I do what is in the guide, and I still couldn't get any fucking further. I'm stuck in this one spot.
Did you ever complete a Dingle when you played it?
No.
So I think that's everything for episode 5. And so now we are on to episode 6, where we talked about aliens. Not the actual thing.
Wasn't there.
We didn't really talk about them because we didn't know what to say.
Yeah,
I believe in them. I think the universe is a big place. I think there's more out there because if we're here, there's of course there's someone else out there. But are we close to making contact? No. That's my thoughts.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in agreement with you, Dingle.
Would be cool, but I don't think I'll see it in my lifetime.
I would like to see it, but I don't.
Yeah, I would.
Well, you wouldn't want to say if it was like a mass extermination of the human race.
Yeah, but we don't know that. I mean, if they're,
I mean, if there was going to be a time where I could, play as a genuine member of the Imperial Band, that would be it.
Aliens.
Who do you reckon
Yeah.
they'll start with first?
What do you mean?
Like, who they'll kill first?
They would kill all the world's militaries first. It doesn't matter who's the biggest threat. They would kill them all because they are the threat.
I think they would wipe out all the hate, the racism, the violence. I think that that's probably another reason. I mean, if I was an alien and I came down to Earth and I saw all this like violence and hatred and people can't get along because they have different skin colors and women that are now men, and I'd be confused. I'd be like, "Nah, I'm going back. You know what I mean?
That would be the reason why we haven't made contact yet.
More than likely, they'd probably come here and go, they can't even get along with each other. What would they do if we enter this?
Yeah, they still believe in religion.
Aliens believe in religion.
But look, man.
It's still primitive.
I do know the Pope said in like an interview, if aliens came to Earth, he would happily baptize them. And I'm thinking to myself, if aliens came to this Earth, right, that would completely prove God doesn't exist.
But it either proves that God doesn't exist, or that God went to another world, left us, went to another world, and created another form of life.
I reckon
we're just such failures.
I reckon the Bible is like interpreted as an alien, like God is an alien. I think we look at it like it was a human with long hair and that. It could be an alien.
To be fair, if
the
you
book
look
could be about an alien.
If you look at depictions of biblical angels, they definitely look like aliens.
Yeah. I mean,
not the depictions of just people with wings, but the one that like just a massive eyes, like Hermes Mora.
I mean,
I ain't talking about language, Skyrim.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got to say on that. I do love the fact of aliens. I watch all the science and all the like ancient aliens and all that, and I love it. I'm a massive nerd when it comes to that.
I think we discussed which aliens we'd want to invade us. I said the Tau.
Oh yeah, I'm throwing in the Tau, mate.
Reptilians.
Just reptilians as a whole.
I don't know.
So we get invaded by Argonians.
So yeah, that could be why they've not come here. They probably have come here and thought they can't even get along with each other. Why the hell are they? What are they going to do when we show up?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
We probably shoot on sight in our governments.
I do hear things that I don't know. It's just things people said that the aliens are waiting for us to do something. I don't know if it's scientific or something amazing for them to come make contact with us. Like they're waiting for us to do something. And I believe that could be us just getting along. No more war, no more hate. Get along side by side and they might show up. But until then, that ain't going to happen. And unfortunately, it's the world we live in.
Indeed.
It is. It ain't perfect.
Nobody is.
Nope.
All right. Well, let go.
Then it is time for episode 7, where we talked about gender, attraction, and sexuality.
Hey.
And I have all
gender, gemsuality, and attract gem.
Yeah. That is my favourite title, but that's mostly because it has my name in it 3 times.
Oh, dear. I was quite chuffed when I made that, not gonna lie.
But yeah, we as a human race, we are sexual. Sometimes with the same sex, sometimes with both, sometimes with one of your best mates. But it's a real thing. Sex is real. I guess I was. I don't think I was here for this episode.
You were there. Yeah.
Was I?
Yeah.
I'm still
pretty sure you were.
confused.
I think so too.
Mm.
Yeah, because I swear that's the one where you say about if you're going to be offended, wear a helmet. I swear that was that episode.
I think that was that episode. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
so you wear a dingle.
Oh, I think it's where I was going on about the homosexuality, where you can't choose what you're attracted to, and some people have problems like they don't like gay people because they're not, it's immoral and all this. And I think you need to worry about yourself than what other people do in their private life. You know what I mean? If some guy likes another guy, then so what? I mean, they go, "Oh, gay men ain't tough." No, gay men fuck men. That's tough as shit.
Literally.
You know what I mean? Yeah, they fuck men. What's not tough about that?
I mean, as the famous quote from the film Layer Quake goes, "Woman is for pussies."
Yeah.
Nice. Definitely clipping that one out. I don't know. I think we're so hyper focused on all these things now. And we should be worried about other things as people starving of hunger and getting clean water, and here we are on the other side of the Western civilization talking about what gender you are, and it's got to a point where people are saying they're neither. And
that's it.
I started to check out from that point.
See, that's what annoys me. I mean, do what you like, but don't keep throwing it in our faces because we don't care. I mean, like I say, you go on TikTok and there's people on there that are live, and in the background it says, "I am a trans woman. I am a real woman. Prove me wrong." And it's like there's a war going on. There's people starving in this world, and there's people dying of cancer and that. But you want to stop the world and say, "I'm this, prove me wrong."
Vain. They think about themselves and me.
It is. It's yeah. I mean, I have no problem. People, whatever gender you want, but not everybody really wants to hear it or cares.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I mean, did any of you guys see that video of that woman that's like in love with a fence?
Yeah, and it rejected her, and she took offense to it.
I mean, people are saying that they're bloody animals. Like, where do we? That's how
draw
I think
the line.
we become comfortable. Everyone's. We're too privileged now.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
But yeah, that's me on that.
And I think we're all pretty much at the same point with that episode as we were when it came out. So we shall
straight.
We'll move on to episode 8. So episode 8, I've only written down abortion, but then I remembered that we also talked about euthanasia, and then R-Techz added in the death penalty because he was saying that it was euthanasia, but it's kind of not, but it kind of is, but it's kind of not. We were pretty much quite evenly split, where you two, R-Techz and Dingle, are pro-life, and SD and I are both pure, not pure, pro-choice.
They're the pure busters.
We're the pure busters.
Well, no, because you all agreed that apparently I wasn't, because I agree with it in certain situations. So unless you agree with it right down one end.
You were having difficulty deciding whether it's okay for people who were essayed.
Yeah, yeah, I see what you did there. Yeah, essayed, yeah, correct. Yeah. Indeed, or if it's too young,
yeah.
I mean, I'm still, pro-life, and that's all I will say about that one.
Fair enough.
I tell you what I do find weird. I always find it weird when people like praise it and they idolize it and make it into like something to be celebrated. I always just find that a very strange concept. It seems like such a weird thing to boast about, but Yeah, I've seen some weird ass videos. Like, I love abortion. I'm like, what? Like, do you even hear what you're saying? Like, yeah, very, very strange. But that's for me.
I'm just going to put it out there. People who take these
Here we go.
issues and make it their entire personality are
Always
the
is.
worst kind of people.
Say that again.
It doesn't matter what issue it is. Doesn't matter what side you take on it. If that's your entire personality, you can get fucked.
Mm.
Because
Simple as that. At first. What do you reckon, SD?
What, having their sexuality as their entire personality?
oh, we were talking about abortion then, but it's literally anything like having a sexuality, having a certain level of attraction, having a certain gender, having a belief in aliens, having a preference for Mortal Kombat 1.
What about maps?
Yeah, just
What you
making that. If there's that one thing that just makes you, I think you're a bit boring.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm gay, so I must be absolutely flamboyant about it. It's like,
That's the only thing I know.
is this an act?
Mm.
Or if you love abortion, I don't quite understand why you would get pregnant in the first place.
Tell him.
Oh, shots fired!
Why would you put
I'm
your body through
calling
that hell?
shots. I'm on the spotoscope for this one, man.
Why would you scream about it so much? It's just like, do you enjoy being in pain and having your insides messed up? Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, clearly they do, because have you seen the guys that they sleep with?
Wear a fucking rubber.
Council, state, chavvies.
Go on the pill.
Anyway, yeah, we'll go to the next one.
Episode 9 was on films. So episode 9 was on films, specifically on Five Nights at Freddy's and the Marvels. Has anybody watched either of those movies since?
No, I have
airing of
not.
the episode?
I
No.
have not. No.
He said you're going to Dingle.
I know. I know.
We're not
know.
angry, we're just disappointed.
She knows.
That's even worse. No.
I haven't seen any of them, nor do I wish to, so that's me outie already.
I'm still of the opinion that out of the two, Five Nights at Freddy's is better. Marvel's isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's still not a good movie. It's a very meh movie. Like it's not so bad that it's good. It's not bad, but it's not good.
Something you might have in the background. You wouldn't be paying attention to that much.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's like a Netflix and chill film.
It's one of those things.
Purge.
The problem with Disney these days is that they're now just relying on the fact that they're Disney. People are just going to watch their movies. And that's making it so that they then have the issue that they don't give a shit anymore, and they're just not really writing very well. And I'm probably going to be found having written a very poorly written suicide note and been shot 3 times in the head with a shotgun. Apparently I've done that myself now because of,
It was Mickey Mouse.
because of what I've said about the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah.
I've been saying it for years. They've been on a deep
Downward spiral.
Down a deep hole. Downward
Just
spiral.
to grab a quick buck. That's all they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, they're buying shows, aren't they? Like they've bought the Family Guy and that, so they can stream it on their Disney Plus site. So they got the money and funds. Well, the funds to do it. So
yeah.
So they're opposites on there now. Oh.
Yeah, I'm all caught up with that.
No, I haven't watched the new season yet.
Oh, have you not?
I've got Rick and Morty. I've seen that.
Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best seasons, believe it or not. That's my hot take.
Season 7.
Yeah, especially that finale. That was amazing.
How did you watch it on Netflix?
I didn't watch it on Netflix, SD. Unlike you, I'm not going to disclose my methods of
Watching it.
Oh, right, got you.
Yeah.
I found it, I know people in high places, so I have connections.
Anyway,
Legal means.
before anyone else admits to any criminal acts,
Yeah,
let's move on.
felonies.
Yeah.
Let's go to episode 10, Fears. I did enjoy this episode. I spent some time with Kat recently, and she asked me to point out some more fears, including one that she has, which is a fear of injections.
Oh,
Fear of needles. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, she's got a fear of needles.
That's quite a big one, though, isn't it? I didn't know. I know there's a few people out there don't like injections.
Yes,
I have to close my eyes if any of it is to do with me.
It's one of the things that a lot of people don't mind as long as they're not looking at it. But if they see the needle, it's bad. I think that's the same for a lot of these fears. Like, if you don't see it, you don't know. It's like kept from you for, as long as it can be. So, like,
yeah,
if you got a fear of dogs, like I used to have, but the dog is in the house but it's quiet and it's somewhere out of sight, you don't think about it, so you don't have the fear of it.
Yep. Out of sight, out of mind. Basically, that's exactly it.
Meanwhile, I also had to face my fear of heights again today.
You're still alive, so you didn't fall down.
Yeah, I didn't fall off the trailer that I was on.
Good. We are glad.
That's a given.
Yeah, that's a relief.
I mean, I probably still would have made it to the episode. I just would have needed help getting into my flat.
We covered so much in that one. I don't even know what else to add on that. I mean, we went through like 20 phobias or something silly like that?
Yeah, we went through quite a few because we talked about the ones that we had, and then we went. Someone brought up what's the weirdest one, and so then I went on a tirade about all the different weird ones, and we all had a laugh.
We all thought we had one fear, but at the end of the show, we all had more fears than we started with.
Yeah, including R-Techz's fear of Dingle.
Yeah.
Dingle phobia.
What are you making in the kitchen, R-Techz? Anyone?
It's not me.
Is it not? Who's that I can see in the window?
It's about the wrong house, mate.
That's what they all say.
All right, cool. I'm good with that one. If anyone else wants to say anything, feel free.
No, I agree. If everyone has a fear, even though they don't, they have a fear of having a fear. That's a thing.
Fear of fears, yeah, that's
Fear of
the
unknown.
And we've all got that fear of mobile phone. Without our mobile phones, I can't remember what it's called. Now, but...
Yeah, I can't remember that, but I
Addiction.
do. I know that SD wasn't aware of anything that he was afraid of, but was mad enough to say that he thinks that he probably will have a fear if he just hasn't encountered it yet, didn't you, SD?
Yeah.
He's got a fear of divorce.
Child predators, because now that you've got a child, you need to protect her from predators.
Paedophobia.
No, again, that's a fear of children.
Yeah, we went through.
Cartophobia is what we decided on, wasn't it? Fear of maps.
And now ST's movement is spreading further than himself. He's got a t-shirt, and now he's got someone else on one of the hosts on the podcast, actively punching maps as shown in my, keep being activist.
I did laugh when I saw that picture. I can't help but say that was great.
I just randomly gave my mum the phone and I was like, look, this is going to sound really weird, don't question it, but can you take the phone and keep punching this map? What?
So we are on to the last episode of this season. Episode 11. Well, not the last episode, but the last episode that we already recorded. Episode 11, which is on relationships. Dating and relationships. We did also talk about dating and dating apps, and how R-Techz is single and looking to mingle with a man named Dingle.
Do you know what I found funny? How lesbians have a higher divorce rate than gay men.
I remember that.
I remember that, yeah.
I wasn't there for that episode. I remember
you weren't there for that episode.
Right.
I know that Kat also watched this episode.
I do remember this one being my most I think this might be my most ranty one. I listened back on it. I went on the right tangent.
Oh yeah, remember one of the first episodes we did? We spoke about PlayStation's controller.
Yeah,
they finally gotten around to actually releasing it.
They haven't, or have?
They finally got around to it. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So it's been over a year since it was announced. Because it was announced in October, I think.
I might actually look that up. That sounds quite interesting to see what it's like now. I think that's awesome. I
think that is everything, because there wasn't really anything in that we really talked about, apart from R-Techz wanting some of our fans to chip in and see if they can satisfy his need for love.
I don't remember quite saying that. I mean...
you said any single woman or man. So I would take that as that you were looking for someone to satisfy your need for love.
Yeah, but I think I may need to re-release my statement, because I wasn't using very inclusive language. So, I should also say of any, gender fluid people as well. If you're non-binary, I don't discriminate. There you are.
Fair enough. You heard it here first. R-Techz is down for anyone of any gender, any sexuality, apart from asexuals, because they would be interested in him.
Not any age, though.
Not any age. They have to be above the age of 18.
No, 60.
Above the age of 18, you mean? 18. Have your money in business. Wait till
we're not gonna have a sex scandal on our watch in this channel.
Oh, dear me. Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, for me, I don't know how else you want to say. Do we do final thoughts now, or anyone else want to add anything on?
I will keep it open for anybody that added anything on, but I'm happy to do final thoughts.
Happy to go final thoughts. I wasn't there that episode. Obviously, I'm single. I'm interested in, whatever the future holds for me. I sound very uplifting.
We all know your type, Dingle. It's muscle mummies.
Damn it. But yeah, I'm ready to do final thoughts.
Yeah, okay. Well, you go first then, Dingle. You sound up for it, so let's hear it.
been a good episode of season 3. We've come to an end. It's an end of the year as well. It's been a good journey. Roll on next year. We'll be back. I don't know when we'll be back, but we'll be back. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you didn't, I don't care. Don't forget, we have a Facebook page. You can go post over there. It's the ThaStr8UpBustas. About it for me. I hope everyone has a good Christmas and a great New Year, and I will see you in the next year.
All right, SD, what do you want to say, my son?
It's been an interesting season. We spoke about a lot of shit.
Your turn, Jammy boy.
This season has been a bit slow coming up. We've had a lot of breaks in this season for reasons that are somewhat outside of our control for the most part. I have put an invitation out to the rest of the lads to come over to mine. Hopefully, next year, we will continue to provide entertaining and good quality content for everyone.
Mine, obviously, it's been 3 seasons, 36 episodes worth, which is heck of a lot considering it came from us just sat around in a pub having a joke and a laugh about how funny it would be if we started it. And then we began it. We did the first episode, first season, and then we renewed it as it were for a second one. And here we are at the end of the third one, and it's been nearly a year. We'll call it, near enough. And it's absolutely mental, but also it's been pretty damn wicked. If I'm being honest, I love you 3 as brothers without getting all soppy on your asses. And I think we've done well. We've covered a lot of stuff. I mean, and I'm sure we'll think of new ways to better improve ourselves for season 4. Before I sign off, thank you to everyone and anyone that's tuned in at any point and said anything. Please don't hesitate to comment and give us suggestions. Get those likes up, share it with your mentally challenged friends because they'll probably be the ones that will get it the most. Enjoy it. And I really hope Craig picked that all up because that was went on quite a thing there. So everyone say your goodbyes. And
So long.
Bye-bye.
Farewell.
Have a Merry Christmas and of course have a great New Year.
Also, happy holidays for those of you who don't do Christmas.
No, if you don't do Christmas, then stop listening to the podcast, please. Thank you.
Happy Hanukkah.
No Christmas, no podcast.
No Christmas, no podcast.
Anyway, goodbye. We're out.